Welcome back, Coin Roll Hunters. Thanks for joining me, Matthew, the Great Coin Roll Hunter, on another exciting episode of Big Money, the show that takes our favorite coins and currency and puts them under the microscope. Today we're going to be examining a Delaware state quarter for a coin error known as the Spitting Horse. So if you're a new viewer just dropping by to check us out for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell because you're not going to want to miss another episode. So with all that being said, let's get into it. So yesterday we did a little bit of coin roll hunting and we found our first opportunity for a die crack error. So here we go. Let me just bring it up here. This is the Delaware State Quarter. This one was minted in Denver, as you can see the capital D there by Washington's ponytail. There were 401,424,000 of these coins minted at the Denver Mint. And if you wanted to buy one of these in Mint State 65 condition, it'll run you about $3 at retail. Also, great news for our silver stackers out there. The San Francisco Mint also produced 804,565 90% silver proofs of this design, which are also considered the most rare to find in the 50-state quarter program at the highest grades. And that's why they typically retail for about $30, which is great news. So to see what's really exciting about this particular coin, we'll have to put it under the microscope. So here we go. Okay. Let's just give us some room here. All right, there it is. Okay, so let's just take a look around this coin a bit. This coin was created, this design was created and engraved by William Cousins? I really got to learn how to pronounce these guys' names. But there you go. You can see his initials right there. So WC here, I can just zoom in on those a little bit. Okay. So there's his initials on the coin. And this particular design celebrates Caesar Rodney, who is this guy here riding the horse. So let's see, there he is. Okay, so Caesar Rodney. So what's so important about this guy here? Let me just get oriented here. All right, so this guy riding the horse, Caesar Rodney. Well, as it turns out, on July 1st, 1776, this man, Caesar Rodney, set out in a rush on horseback while suffering cancer and asthma, by the way, through the extremes of weather on an 80-mile trek to Independence Hall, just to get there in the nick of time and cast the deciding ballot in favor of our nation's independence. So if it wasn't for this man's effort, Sidney Rodney, which we can see his name immortalized in numismatic form here, if it wasn't for the effort, this brave effort, this nation would look an awful lot differently, different from the place we know it today. So continuing on, as we explore the top of this coin, you will see the date, 1787, and of course the name of the state. That was the year that Delaware became the first state, by the way. And that exact day was December 7th. So December 7th, 1787, Delaware became the first state. The Delaware State Quarter design was then released on January 4th, 1999, which you can find down here. Here we go. And of course, E pluribus unum. Oh man, that was terrible. One of many is what that means. It's written in Latin. That is representing the release date for this Delaware State Quarter design. This was actually the first coin in the 1999 State Quarter series, as well as the first coin in the 50 State Quarter program, as well as being the country's first state. So a lot of firsts with this one here, which is also immortalized to the right of the coin here, the first state. So they just put it right out there for you. All right, so now that we understand the context of the symbols on the coin, which I always find numismatically interesting, let's get back to the business at hand and find those die cracks. So die cracks, we'll just kind of cruise around here, look in the fields and around each image. Die cracks can form in a bunch of different ways, but generally it refers to the occurrence of fractures in the hard metal dies caused by the high pressures and wear used to mint these coins. So these cracks, though not immediately causing pieces of the die to fracture off completely, will show up as raised relief lines within the softer metal, because as these cracks open up, the soft metal of the planchette will flow inside upward into these cracks, resulting from the high pressure of minting. So that is why we call them die cracks. So now on the Delaware Quarter, this is where we want to look for these die cracks. As the name suggests, it's called the spitting horse example, and what will happen is these die cracks will appear around the mouth of the horse, giving it the effect that the horse is actually spitting. So pretty straightforward. So as we examine around the mouth here, unfortunately, I do not see anything that looks like horse spit. So looks like we struck out this time on the spitting horse example. I'll just leave that still here for a moment so you can kind of take a closer look around for yourself. But that's okay. Move this aside here. Come back to me, Matthew. Here I am. All right, so unfortunately, we did not find the spitting horse die crack in this example, so we'll just have to keep looking. So thank you very much for joining me, Matthew, the Great Coin Roll Hunter, on this episode of Big Money, where we looked for the spitting die, or the spitting horse die crack variety on the Delaware State Quarter. So I'd love to hear your comments below. Check the comments on the other videos. You guys have just been asking some great questions, making some wonderful comments, and I just get a kick out of interacting with you. So give us a thumbs up, share with your social media. I know that's a lot I'm asking, but one of those is something that you'll want to do. So until I see you again tomorrow, this is Matthew the Great Coin Roll Hunter wishing you happy hunting.